is. Hi, Ravina.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Thanks so much for being here. So, everyone, this is Ravina, and she has been in the MHR program. She joined uh, during the December timeframe, and she's going to just share with us her journey and her experience. And so, Ravina, I'd love for you just to kind of just share with us what what led you to want what led you to look into the MHR and consider it? Like, what was going on?
Yeah, sure. First, hello, everyone. I had been watching the lives for quite a while. The presentations just really hit home, and I felt like it was like addressed to me, like all the great information and stuff. And so it actually inspired me to eat better and work out a little bit more. So I did that for a couple months on my own. And it would just take so long just to lose 1 pound. And I just thought it shouldn't be this hard. And I have this analogy I like to share. It's like having a car and you're putting in premium gas, like top quality fluids and oils, and yet there's a hole in the tank and there's leaky pipes and faulty sensors and faulty like valves. And so it's just like, what's the point? You're working, it's kind of like a working harder rather than smarter. So because of all those lives and all of that information and knowledge, I knew I had to address my roots and kind of fix the inside of that car first. And so, and also because I had known Rena for so long, we go back to college days. We've been friends ever since. So I really knew I could trust her, and I really value her opinion and her expertise.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. And so, when what were some of the? Are there any specific symptoms per se, or was it mainly based on things you saw in your blood work that you wanted to address?
Things I saw in my blood work, before I joined the program, I had started to eat clean, and I saw some, especially lipid numbers, come down. But for how I was eating, I thought I should have had a better result. And like, again, with the pounds, it was a struggle. I was doing high intensity training. I was doing all the things, all the things you do when you're trying to lose weight. And it's just, there is an age factor going on, but I feel like I use that as a crutch sometimes. And it's like, oh, that's why I can't. But it's just like, no, I feel like I can do better. It was kind of like just an inner feeling with myself. Like, why don't you just fix the insides first? And there is this saying, like, you have to be healthy to lose weight and not lose weight to be healthy. And that was kind of the mantra I had going on before I joined.
I love that. I love that so much. And so, kind of, how has it been? What has been your experience so far? Like, what can you share with us? Like, how you what's changed, what shifted, how you're feeling?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I feel so much better. I have lost 21 pounds and over 16 inches now. And it's just, that would have taken me years to do. And I did that in like 12 weeks, actually 10 weeks. So yeah, I feel great. So much more healthier, happier, I feel slimmer, energetic, and just vibrant. And I got to eat real foods, and that was kind of fun for me because I like cooking. So I got to learn new recipes and really unique ways of cooking. And so I felt like it gave me just this new appreciation for mealtime and how nutrition can actually like help you and make you whole and so much better. But the best result for me were the labs, because after 6 weeks, I had a random doctor's appointment. So I got labs done in the middle of the program, and I saw my cholesterol drop almost, no, over a little over 100 points. And I saw just all the lipid numbers just like fall. I was in shock and I was amazed. And as great as I was feeling on the outside, those kinds of results, like, I was more elated about that because that was ultimate validation that the program was like really working, like working so well. And that was ultimate validation because that was my intention for like joining, like to fix that engine, to fix the insides first.
That's right. Your check engine light was on, and so
all the lights.
yeah, all the lights were on. So
and a beeping in the background.
and so now all of that is resolved, which is so fantastic. I'm just so ecstatic. I know it was just such a blessing that like you randomly had that blood work already scheduled, and so we really got to see just halfway through the program that your lipids dropped already by over half, which was so amazing and beautiful to see, along with just how you were feeling. So it was great. And I also just want to point out that because I remember also like one of your motivating factors was just kind of witnessing your parents' health, elder generation's health, kind of just what you're seeing going on, and you're like, whoa, I don't want to go down that road. And I would love for you to share a little bit about that, because I think so many people feel the same way, but they don't really know what to do, like what the next step is.
Yeah, for sure. That was another reason why I wanted to join, because just watching what my parents have gone through and are going through, it's so hard on them. And it's just like they have these meds that make them feel better, but then they have the side effects and they get these new problems. And it's just it's aging, right? And like you do the best you can. So one of those goals of like fixing the insides, it's like, oh, well, I need to kind of reset and reboot my body so like it can handle these things that, life is going to bring down the road. So yeah, just watching them go through that, it's just, being on medication, it's expensive. Like the cost of everything, the cost of living is going up. And so it's like, let me take the time and spend the money now to kind of invest in myself, because I think it will have a huge ROI later, so just,
I love the way you think. Yeah, it's exactly
now,
that.
it's just better than having treatments later.
For sure. I couldn't agree more, just seeing what's going on with our parents and that whole generation, and the doctor's appointments and the cost of medications and the cost of the procedures and the copays and the insurance. Like it's just not a system that I would hope for anyone to have to enter. It's like, let's do what we can now to try to prevent that, for sure. And so what would you say for anyone who's curious about the MHR program, who's thinking about it, who just is like, I don't know, like what would you tell them if they asked you?
Yeah, for sure. If you can, just take the time to do this for you, like invest in yourself. I mean, the ROI could be huge, and it just might be easier now, just as we get older, life happens, we get busier, and just the issues might get worse. And so there's also just this lovely group of people that will support you along the way. Like our meetings just have been so fun. You'll gain new friends. And of course, there's Dr. Ravina, who will champion you along the whole way. She'll guide you. And, this program it may make your life better and just change it for the better like it did mine. So.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. And thank you. I'm so honored that you joined and that I got to be on this journey with you, and that you just helped the community just be what it is. And so I'm so grateful for you and your energy and just what you brought to everything. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for creating this program. Seriously, like, there's no magic pill, there's no magic workout, but it feels like magic to see like the results. I'm just like, what? Like just looking at the scale, I'm like, really? There were plateaus, and like we're human beings, so you take it with one day.
Of course, but 21 pounds and 16 inches, holy cow, in 10 weeks. And it's not even over, right? Like I always keep telling all of you guys who are kind of at the end of the program, it's not really the end, it's really the beginning.
Right.
It's like you have now set and created this solid foundation for and trajectory for optimal health and optimal aging long term. And so this is just the beginning. You're just going to carry all this with you moving forward, because you have shifted your metabolism from that inflexible state back to a flexible state. And so it will just continue to keep working more efficiently. as you go forward.
I love it. I welcome it. Bring me all the health.
That's right. That's right. Oh my God. So, any last parting words? Anything else you'd like to share or say to anyone?
I can't. I have a billion things to say, and I can't think of them right now. Just I do like how this program changed my eating. Like, I like chocolate cake. I like carbs. I'm not, in reality, I'm not going to give them up. I'm not going to overeat them now, and I'm going to be mindful of like, do I really want this, or am I just bored? Things like that. So I felt like the program changed my mindset a lot about food. So there have been a few times where I indulged in some chocolate almonds and stuff. And like, I looked at the scale the next day and it's like, oh, it didn't move. Okay. It's because I cherished it. I chewed it. I like was mindful about it. And so there are times now when I will have a nice meal and if I'm missing something green, my body, it actually craves it. And it's like, this food's not complete. So I liked how that just changed. My systems are like, where's the vegetable?
Yeah. Well, it goes back to what you said. It's like when you're healthy, when your cells are healthy, the benefits show up in every other way without us even realizing it. And the weight loss is just a side benefit of cellular health. And so,
yeah, I love it. I mean, going to grocery shop, it's kind of fun for me now because like I have my favorites that I always like play like a coach. Like they're the first string, like my favorite fruits and vegetables. And then I feel like I'm going to give the bench warmers a chance now, like all the root vegetables that I don't normally play or eat. So going to the produce aisle, it's just like, ooh, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do today? So that's just kind of, it's silly, but I don't know. It's like
I love
fun
it.
for me.
I love your analogies. They're just the best. Oh, Annette. She's so funny. Annette saying all her veggies are bench warmers.
I feel you on that. Except for the potato. The potato's like quarterback. MVP does it all.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was so fun. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience. I just treasure you so much. And I'm just so happy that you're here and a part of the community and the group and the program. So thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you.
All right. I will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So I'm so happy you got to meet Ravina. She's the best when it comes to analogies. And I just love the way she explains just having like all the check engine lights on in her car. She was just like, and all the glaring sounds and like, whoa, I better start listening to those now before something else happens, later on. And that's just a beautiful way to think about things. It's like, don't ignore the check engine light. Don't ignore the smaller signs and symptoms that are happening now. Now's the time. And so if you're curious, if you'd like to take the next step, I would encourage you to fill out the application, set up a time to chat.